Hello, everybody. Today, July the 9th, and we're going to tell a pen story. This pen story has changed a lot of people's life. I should like into what something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life. It's also help. It's also one of the wisdom, one of the wisdom coming from the very ancient wisdom that dated back to 3,000 years ago, telling us, how to live our life, how to live our life, how to better, make our life better. So let's get started with it, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. I want to wait this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is corrupt, the dog or the human? The answer is both corrupt. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is corrupt in the dog world, the human is also corrupt in the human world. So that is our first lesson, both are corrupt. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. It becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom call this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life, just like Ishin Roche applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with revenue of $215 million a year. He is also able to help serving refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table where there is no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with. It comes back to its true self, and we call it the emptiness. So the emptiness is just our true self. Okay, it's not black, it's not white, it's not darkness, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. It's not no feeling, no sadness, no happiness, none of that. It's just ourselves. It's just what we are, the true what we are. But because we have the emptiness, we also have the potential to become anything or anyone, just like this very thing. So when there's no human, no dog, it is almost nothing and has the emptiness. But when I come back to the room and I look at this become a pen. When the dog come back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing become? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing can become anything, right? So this one this one has the emptiness. It comes back to true self when there's no human, no dog or nothing to interact. But it also has the potential to become anything or anyone, depending on who or what is looking at that at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. So we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind. I think this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's your pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are said inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up and cover this and make us see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted those seed into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways, by our word, by our action, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say, yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope they can help my friend. So when I gave this to my friend, this palm would open up and both me and my friend would see it. And it started living mark in my mind. A couple of days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already planted into my mind. And now it popped up, opened up and covered this and made me see it like what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. This is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what I know they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson being both a ground. So we learn to respect each other's opinion. We learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And we know that whatever that, someone doing, they have the reason. Whether it's something we think that is just so bad, but they definitely have a reason. So maybe instead of judging them, instead of running something in your mind, there's a title in your mind, stop that. Just look at it for what it is. And then try to see where they're coming from, how that happened. And then with that, you understand people more. You love people more. And then, you become happier because in the end, being able to love, being able to understand everyone, not to judge, not to criticize, that's the best thing you can do for anyone, including yourself. And that's what Thich Nhat Hanh was saying. Teacher Thich Nhat Hanh was saying that, love is the love is the root of all happiness. And then the second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have them as potential. So what is the emptiness? What is the potential? The emptiness is just yourself. It's just whatever it is. The truth, what it is. Okay? It's just something very neutral, very objective. But the potential is what you put into that, the meaning, the feelings, all that is the potential. So when you know that, it's your chance to choose what you want. Would you like to see the potential, or would you like to see the risk, or any of that? So choose the possibility, the positive rather than the negative, the risk. Everything has a risk, but along with the risk, there is the potential. So choose that potential, okay? And with that, we learn to believe in ourselves, believe in our potential, and the potential of everyone or everything surround us, and whatever happened to us. So we learn to look at that. We learn to see the goodness in everything, the potential in whatever happened to us, so that we can work toward that potential. And the third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone. Because in the end, who can plant the seed into our mind? Only we can plant the seed into our mind. Using our word, our action, our thoughts. And that leads us to the fourth lesson, is how to create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way by applying lesson 2 and lesson 3. So using the potential, you learn to pick up what you want in your life, right? And then after that, you start using your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, and then planting those seeds into your mind. So that's it. One day we sprout up, become a tree, giving you the fruit, the sweet fruit of your life, of your action, of your word, of your thoughts. And that is how you create and manifest your dream life. For instance, if you want to have a happiness, right? You start planting the happinesses using your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, helping other people to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then you use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to be more prosperous. And just like that, whatever that you want, use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to get that seed. And that is the way for you to plant the seed into your mind. And in the end, getting the fruit, harvesting the result of whatever seed that you plant using your word, your action, your thoughts. So your word, your action, your thought is what create or dictate your future life. So be very mindful of what you talk to other people, what you think about other people, and how you react to other people. Okay, how you treat other people. And that's what our life will be. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that for the past couple of days we went I have the pleasure to be able to went to a trip with a trip with our family as well as our office. And it's this fantastic. We went to a Kaplan together. We swam. We ate a lot of seafood, and then we went to an old village town, and it is just so peaceful, and I just love every moment of it. I love being able to take care of my family, to be closer to my kids, my husband, dedicated everything to them. I also love to have a chance to stay with our office, with everyone, my college. So I can get to know their families as well as for my husband to bond with other husband, to know about them better. So and to feel that we have a bigger family and we all working toward one goal is to help other people with help other people to end illness, blindness, avoidable blindness. But we also helping us to achieve happiness, to fulfill our life, to learn from one another. And in the end, I think that, it's, when you do something good to other people, good thing will come back to you. And I think that's what all this coming, that we all have a really happy, enjoying, moment with each other because we work hard and we play hard. Thank you so much for everyone for listening to me today. Thank you, Lynn, for accompanying me in this 3,000-day journey. And invite me to share with you the past story of my lesson is something good. I would like to dedicate that to my church family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, or to any living things in this world and the other worlds with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much. Bye bye.